Hi everyone! So today we are doing the miniature evergreen tutorial. This one is for the 10-inch pot. So if you've purchased the 10-inch pot kit, you get 3 miniature evergreens plus 1 ground cover or sempervivum of your choice. This one is Sir Lawrence sempervivum, and then we've got some cypress, various types of cypresses and a juniper. There's so many to choose from, so either when you order you can get us to pick 3 plants for you, or you can come into the store and pick your own. Okay, so you're starting off with a pot, and we put a piece of cardboard over the hole because it's got quite a large drainage hole, so we did that. You could also use a coffee filter. Filled it with some potting mix for you. And I had already figured out my layout here, somewhat like that. We've got lots of contrast in here. We've got gold, some reds, blues, greens. I like contrast, so that's what I went for. So to start, we're just gonna kind of take everything out and lay it out in the order that we're going to plant it. Everything should be watered in before you start. And then I'm gonna start with the biggest plant. You can loosen the roots a bit. Dig a little hole. And when you plant it, you want to plant it so that everything, all the plants, the top level is about a 1/2 inch below the rim of the pot. So that works. And then some of these trees, they have their own character, so sometimes you might want to turn it this way or that way to get the best angle. This one I'm kind of planning to be viewed more from the one side, so I'm putting the biggest one at the back. You could also kind of put the biggest one at the center and do the 3 around it. Then, oops, wrong one. Do this first. I think I am actually going to put the evergreen in this corner. So again, dig a little hole. Trying to keep a little bit of soil between the edge of the pot and the plant. Put it in, everything looks good. Move some soil around. I do feel like I've got a bit too much soil, so for my next plant, I'm gonna probably take a bit of soil out. You never have the right amount here, either adding or taking away. And squeeze open this sempervivum out of its little container. Got a little trio here. And this is a pretty tight fit. So there we are. We've got our 4 plants planted. They look beautiful. We're going to finish it off with some rock on the soil surface. Sorry about the background noise. It's just near impossible to get a quiet minute around here. So you will get a choice of rock colors. This one is the tan. You also have the option to get the black or the green jade. The black would be more subtle. The tan and green is going to create more contrast. You just kind of have to weave it around, trying not to get any in the sempervivums. And a lot of these succulents are actually really hardy. So I have a succulent dish on a large one on my deck, and it looks like about 3 out of the 7 or 8 plants actually made it through the winter. And same with this sempervivum, it's likely hardy too. The only thing is, because this is a ceramic container, you'd want to bring it probably into the garage or just plant this into something that's not so fragile and overwinter it outside that way. Okay, so we have got our beautiful little Zen garden complete. Doesn't it look great? So pretty. Okay, so then all we're gonna do is give this a bit of a water in. Oops. Slow and controlled. These evergreens don't like to dry out, so give them a nice soak. Maybe a little less with the sedum, simply because it's very much tolerant of drier conditions. Okay, there you go. There is the 10-inch succulent bowl to behold.